Welcome to Kindness Stories, where we bring you powerful, real-life inspired tales that prove kindness, courage, and compassion can still shine in even the darkest moments. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more stories that move your heart and uplift your soul. Now, let's dive into today's story. It all started on a rainy Thursday afternoon in a quiet town tucked behind a row of gray hills. The rain had been relentless for hours, drumming against the windows of Crestwood High School like a warning no one was paying attention to. Inside those brick walls, teenagers walked the halls with backpacks slung low, eyes glued to phones, voices blending into a distant, hollow hum. Among them was a girl named Layla. She was the kind of girl people barely noticed unless they needed someone to mock. Quiet, tall, with frizzy dark hair she always wore in a thick ponytail. Layla had long since accepted that she didn't belong. She didn't have the right shoes, the right clothes, or the right friends. Her family didn't have money to spare. Her mother worked double shifts at the diner, and her father had been gone since she was 9. Most days she kept to herself, eating lunch in the library and walking home alone. She wasn't used to kindness, but she also wasn't used to cruelty going as far as it did that day. It began with a snicker. Layla was washing her hands in the girls' bathroom with 3 girls from the senior cheer squad. Stepped inside. They were the kind of girls who ruled the school without ever needing to try. Perfect hair, perfect nails, perfect lives, or so it seemed. Their leader was real sharp-tongued, always surrounded by laughter that wasn't really laughter, and always with something to say about everyone. Layla tried to ignore them, drying her hands quickly, keeping her eyes down. But Brill wasn't having that. Go, look who it is, the cave troll. Did you finally crawl out from under your rock? The other girls laughed. Layla clenched her jaw, trying to slip past them. But Brill stepped in front of her. Where you going? We haven't even talked about your new hair. Oh wait, you don't have a new style. It's the same rat's nest it always is. Layla didn't respond. That was her survival strategy. Don't talk. Don't look. Don't feed the fire. But this time, the fire was already burning. Brill's smirk twisted into something crueler. She pulled something out of her bag. At first Layla didn't see what it was. Then a silver glint caught her eye. Scissors. A sudden surge of panic rose in Layla's throat. She took a step back. Don't touch me, she said, her voice firmer than she expected. But Brill just laughed, the sound bouncing off the tiled walls. Or what? You gonna cry? The other girls moved behind Layla, trapping her. She could smell the perfume and fake sweetness of them, feel their presence like a wall closing in. Her heart pounded so hard it hurt. In one swift motion, Brill yanked Layla's ponytail and snipped a large chunk of her hair off. The other girls gasped and laughed like it was the funniest thing in the world. Strands of thick brown hair floated to the ground. Layla froze. But then something inside her snapped out. Not the kind of snap that ends in tears or running away. The kind of snap that comes after years of being invisible, after too many nights crying into pillows, after too many mornings waking up hoping to be someone else. She didn't scream. She didn't cry. She moved. With a calmness that shocked even herself. Layla spun around, grabbed Brill by the wrist still holding the scissors, twisted it sharply, and shoved her backward into the sink. Brill's back hit the porcelain with a dull thud, and the scissors clattered to the floor. The bathroom fell silent. Brill's smug face twisted in shock, then pain. Layla's voice was low, steady, and cold. You think I'm weak because I don't fight back, but you've never seen me fight. She turned to the other 2 girls, who had stepped back, stunned. Their laughter had vanished. Next time you raise scissors to someone, remember this moment. Then Layla picked up the cut-off strands of her hair and walked out. By the time the story spread through the school, it had already been twisted a dozen ways. Some said Layla broke Brill's wrist. Others claimed she'd snapped and thrown the cheerleader across the room. None of it mattered to Layla. What mattered was that for the first time, people looked at her differently. She was no longer invisible. She became known as the girl who stood up, the girl who pushed back. And while that fame was never something she wanted, it gave her something she'd never had before: space, respect. People didn't mess with her anymore. But what happened after was the real story. A week after the incident, Layla was sitting on the steps outside school, when a voice spoke beside her. Asterisk, mind if I sit? Asterisk, it was Maya, one of the quiet girls from her English class. Layla shrugged, unsure. Asterisk, Maya sat anyway, her backpack in her lap. Asterisk, I saw what you did. She said softly, I just wanted to say thank you. They used to mess with me too. But after that, they haven't looked at me once. Asterisk, Layla blinked. Asterisk, you're welcome, she said, surprised at how good those words felt. Asterisk, after that, Maya started joining her at lunch, then another girl, then a boy from art class. Slowly, a small group formed. Outsiders, misfits, people who had always eaten alone. Layla didn't ask for it, but it happened. Asterisk, and in that small circle, something remarkable grew. Asterisk, kindness. Asterisk, they started helping each other, sharing notes, listening when someone had a rough day, walking together so no one had to go alone. It wasn't loud or flashy. It didn't make the morning announcements. Asterisk, but it changed things. Asterisk, one day, Layla found a note in her locker. It was from a freshman girl she barely knew. Asterisk, you probably don't remember me, but last year I saw you walk into the bathroom with your head down, and I saw you come out with your head held high. That gave me the courage to speak up when my brother was hurting me. I told someone. He's gone now. I'm safe because of you. Asterisk, Layla read the note 3 times before the tears came. Asterisk, because for the first time, she understood that one act of defiance, even one born from pain, could become a beacon for someone else. Asterisk, years passed. Layla graduated, went to college, became a youth counselor, working with kids who felt like they didn't belong. Her office walls were filled with art and photos, a small sanctuary where stories mattered. Asterisk, she never forgot that day in the bathroom. Asterisk, not because of the fear or the humiliation. Asterisk, but because of what came after. Asterisk, she learned that standing up isn't always about shouting the loudest. Sometimes it's about choosing not to stay silent, and sometimes the smallest moments, the ones no one sees, can change the course of someone's life. Asterisk, in kindness, it doesn't always wear a smile. Sometimes it looks like holding your ground. Sometimes it looks like picking someone else up after they've fallen. Asterisk, Layla became the person she needed when she was younger, and she never let anyone forget what strength looked like. Asterisk, not fists, not rage. Asterisk, but resilience and heart. Asterisk, and when people asked her why she worked with kids who had been broken down, she always said the same thing. Asterisk, because I know what it's like to feel powerless, but I also know what it feels like to take that power back, and I want to help others do the same. Asterisk, and that's the story of Layla. Asterisk, a girl who was bullied, broken, and bruised. Asterisk, but who rose. Asterisk, and in rising, lit a path for others to follow. Asterisk, thank you for watching Kindness Stories. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. There are more stories waiting to be told, stories of courage, redemption, and quiet acts of kindness that change the world. Until next time, stay kind, because kindness is stronger than cruelty, louder than hate, and more powerful than fear. Asterisk.